person you loved most came back from the dead and knocked on your door at midnight, would you open it or run?
StorySphere, where every story breathes.
Anna sat alone at her desk. A single lamp glowed. Midnight silence wrapped the house until her heart jumped. Slowly, she walked to the door. She opened it and saw nothing. Just the night. Still, cold. As she shut the door, her phone buzzed. One new message. Her breath froze when she saw the name. Emily. Emily, her best friend, dead for 5 years. Anna's lips trembled. "This isn't possible," she whispered. But another text appeared. "They're after me." The house grew colder. Curtains trembled, though no window was open. Then she heard it. A voice, soft, broken, from outside the door. "Anna, open the door." Anna froze. That voice, it was Emily's. The same tone, the same pitch. But Emily was buried 6 feet under. Anna picked up the phone with trembling hands. The screen blinked. One new voice message from Emily. Her finger hovered. She pressed play. "Anna, I'm outside. It's cold. Please, let me in." Anna's knees weakened. Her mind raced back to that day, 5 years ago. Rain pouring, black umbrellas, Emily's coffin lowered into the earth. She remembered whispering to the grave, "I'll never forget you." But now, here Emily was, speaking again. Her thoughts snapped back to the present. The house was silent until a loud bang shattered the stillness. Anna clutched her chest. Her heart thundered. She rushed to the window. Empty yard. No one there. But then she saw it. A figure standing under the oak tree at the far end of the yard. Still. Watching. Anna whispered Emily's name. The figure tilted its head as if it had heard. Anna stood frozen at the window, staring at the figure beneath the oak tree. Then, as if guided by some unseen force, she found herself walking back to the door. Her hand shook as she gripped the doorknob. She hesitated. Then slowly, she pulled the door open. No one was there, but the air felt colder. And on the floor, muddy footprints leading inside. Anna's breath quickened. The prints were fresh, wet. They moved across the living room toward the flickering television. The TV wasn't even plugged in, but now it buzzed with static. And then, the static flickered. Shapes formed. And then, her face, Emily's, pale, expressionless, staring out of the screen. Anna staggered backward. The voice was unmistakable. Emily's, but it wasn't pleading. It was warning. The static grew louder, filling the room. Words twisted, voices overlapped. Emily's face distorted, her mouth stretching into a scream. Anna covered her ears, but the voice thundered inside her skull. "You shouldn't have opened the door!" The TV snapped off. The room went dark. For a moment, silence. Then, footsteps, slow, heavy, coming from the floor above. Anna froze, her breath shallow. She wasn't alone. Someone or something was upstairs. She grabbed a candle, shielding it with trembling hands. The flame flickered, and then she heard them. Voices, dozens of whispers, from every wall. The voices circled her, filling her head until she cried out. The flame nearly died in her hand. Desperate for answers, Anna's eyes darted across the room. On the mantel, beneath an old photo of Emily, lay a diary, one she had never seen before. She picked it up. The pages were filled with drawings, symbols, circles, strange marks, and words that chilled her. "We made a promise. Each year one must be invited back, or none of us will rest." Anna's blood ran cold. Emily hadn't just died. She had been offered. Suddenly, the candle flickered violently. The shadows on the walls twisted, and then they moved, crawling, slithering across the room, though nothing else stirred. One shadow stopped, turned, its head bent unnaturally backward, staring directly at Anna. The shadows froze. Then, from the upstairs hall, a voice called out, familiar, broken. Anna, don't look. It was Emily's voice, but not the sister she remembered. This was a voice stretched thin, like something speaking through her. Drawn by a force she could not fight, Anna climbed the stairs. The footsteps above had stopped. At the end of the hall, behind a rotting door, she found a room she had never entered before. The room was filled with candles burned to stubs. On the walls, symbols matching those in the diary, and in the center, a circle drawn in dried blood. On the floor inside the circle lay another book. Not a diary, a journal. Its leather cover scorched. She opened it with trembling hands. The pact must be renewed. One offered, one left behind. We promised them our bloodline so our souls would never fade. Anna's stomach twisted. The women in her family. Emily wasn't the first. And if the pact remained unbroken, Anna wouldn't be the last. The air thickened. The candle sputtered out. And then, Emily was there, or what was left of her. A pale figure, her eyes blackened, lips trembling. You were never supposed to come back. Now they want you to. Anna's chest tightened. For the first time, she understood. This wasn't a haunting. It was an inheritance. The blood circle on the floor began to glow. The symbols on the walls pulsed with light, each heartbeat louder than the last. The air smelled of iron and smoke. The whispers rose into a chant, hundreds of voices. One must stay. One must stay. Emily stepped forward, her pale form flickering like static. Tears streaked down her ghostly face. She reached for Anna. Run, Anna. Don't let them take you. Anna's heart wrenched. Her sister's spirit was trapped, yet still trying to save her. The floorboard split. From the cracks, black smoke poured upward, forming tall, twisted figures with hollow faces. They towered over her, their voices in unison. Anna's candle went out. Only the red glow of the circle lit the room. The shadows moved closer, surrounding her. Her chest pounded. She held the diary in one hand, the journal in the other. She knew the truth. If she broke the circle, the pact might end, but it might also consume her. Emily screamed, "Don't break it, Anna! It will take us both!" The shadows hissed, "Break it and you will be free!" Anna's hands shook. Sweat poured down her face. For the first time, she realized she wasn't just fighting for herself. She was fighting for her sister's soul. The room shook as the shadows closed in. Anna screamed, clutching the books. Emily's ghost begged her to stop. The circle pulsed, red, then black, then red again. Anna dropped to her knees. Her hands pressed against the bloody circle. She had seconds to decide, sacrifice herself or break the pact forever. With a scream, Anna slammed the books into the circle. The symbols shattered, light burst through the floor, and the shadows shrieked in fury. The house shook violently. Emily reached out, her face breaking, her voice torn apart by static. Anna, thank you. And then, she was gone. When Anna woke, she was outside. The house behind her was gone. Only ashes remained. The night was silent. No whispers, no shadows, just silence. The pact was broken, but the cost was everything. Emily's soul was free, Anna's family curse was over, but Anna was alone. Some houses keep memories, others keep promises, and some demand sacrifices. If you were Anna, what would you choose? Sacrifice yourselves or break the pact?
StorySphere, where every story